Hi, I'm Alexis. This is Z, my cat, and welcome to my room, and more importantly, my Art 102 sketchbook tour. You're standing on it. Now that he's done standing on it, this is her. This is my sketchbook. I didn't sketch in it as much as I would have wanted to this semester. It's kind of hard for me to carry around, on top of I would usually just keep it in my bag so that way I wouldn't lose it. So this has more of my art in it, which I'll show you some of the things that are in these. These are just my notebooks for my other classes. So let's get started. So I'm gonna be looking at my sketches down here while I have photos up here just to make it easier. These ones that I'm looking at right now are some that I did when I was kind of thinking of ideas for the mark making project. I wanted it to kind of be influenced by nature. So like this one, for example, I threw a rock at it a couple of times and then I sketched some outlines of like a pile of rocks. But I really were either not something that I really resonated with, or they were just, I didn't like the way they looked. And then this is actually what the project ended up looking like. So I think it's really interesting. This is a sketch of I think this is the P building. It's kind of right next to the NS building on campus. I got out of class early one day and I had my sketchbook with me. And I really just wanted to see how I've improved. This drawing was actually really interesting and fun to do because I have like lights and stuff that when they're on, they make the ceiling really cool. And I kind of wanted to convey the feeling of what it felt like to look at my ceiling at the same time of listening to the music and seeing the lights and things like that. So that's just a big mixture of this. This is a bunch of tattoo ideas that I was working on. The centipede thing was entirely my own idea. Everything else I kind of got inspiration from on Pinterest. So I'm gonna look at my Tune In draws. I'm just gonna pick out some of my favorites because some of them were actually really cool. This is the first one that I did after we got back from spring break. I really like this one. I hadn't drawn an actual heart in a really long time, so I surprised myself with this one. I also really liked this one. I really like the space vibe of it, and just like the overall like woo of it. I don't know how to explain it. I've been really obsessed with drawing eyes like this for a while. And then I also saw this star thing on Pinterest and I wanted to create like this cool like movement of it, and the song to me kind of fit that. Let's just ignore the anatomy of the hand on this one, but I thought the idea was really cool. If I could actually make it a full drawing, I'd really enjoy doing that, I think. This is another one that I've done. It is also very similarly space themed, but I feel like this one's more like outer space, and the other one was kind of inner space, or closer to us, I guess. So, moving on into my personal notebooks. So this is a sketch I did. This is of me, and then Marion, who's also in this class. I got bored in speech and I started sketching. It wasn't originally meant to be me and Marion. I was just kind of doing like figures and like anatomy study, sort of. Then it ended up being me and Marion. Just, it's what happened. With this one, I was listening to Cities and Dust by Susie and the Banshees, and I was like, ooh, this has a really like, you know, kind of like Fallout vibe. Not the game, like nuclear war vibe. Which sounds crazy, but it makes sense. Cities and Dust, whatever. This is the original sketch I tried to do, and I realized that I did something wrong with the foot or the face and I didn't like it. And then I did it again and I fixed it. And I actually really enjoy this drawing a lot. So this one's kind of funny just because it's just photos of my friends that were in my camera roll, and I was just sketching them, and I hold this drawing very close to me, literally. I'll get to that in a second. But I was thinking of ideas of what I wanted my fourth tattoo to be, because I wanted to make it myself. And I finally landed on this design, and I ended up getting it tattooed on my forearm. And I think that is just the coolest thing ever. This was just some perspective / anatomy practice, plus something that I saw on Pinterest that I liked that I wanted to try drawing. This was just some random thing. I saw like this really creepy image on Pinterest, and I wanted to like just draw how I would interpret it. So that's what that thing is. And then I was watching Legend of Korra for like the past month or so, and so I drew her, which, yeah. So that is my sketchbook tour. Thank you for watching. I do feel like I improved a lot this semester in so many ways. And I'm really proud of myself for really getting into art, because it is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And so, yeah, have a great day.